Hey everyone, my name is Maya and I am the Allergic Chick. Welcome to my channel all about living with severe food allergies. If you're new here, I post brand new videos every Wednesday evening, so make sure to hit subscribe and the bell icon so that you're notified of any brand new content that I post. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking all about allergy skin prick tests. Now, if you have been diagnosed with an allergy, you'll probably be familiar with what this is, but I thought it'd be a good idea to make a video explaining the process and outlining what actually happens for anyone that may be having this done soon, or for anyone that just wants to find out more. So I'm going to start with the question, what is a skin prick test? So a skin prick test is usually the first kind of allergy test that is offered by doctors. So it's usually done when you suspect that you might be allergic to something but you're not entirely sure, or just to confirm that you are definitely allergic to something. So it's something that is done on the skin, usually on the forearm if it's for a food allergy, or sometimes they may do it on your back if you suspect that you may have a chemical allergy. I've never actually had a chemical allergy test done before on my skin, on my back. So today I'll be focusing more on the food allergy skin prick tests that are done on the forearm. As it's something that's done on the skin, it's not really considered a risky test. I believe there have been cases of people having, severe allergic reactions to this, but you are in the safest place possible when you're having it done. You're in a hospital or a doctor's surgery, so there is nothing to worry about. And the cases of a severe allergic reaction happening via a skin prick test are very, very rare. So there's a few things that you can prepare. Oh my god, Jesus Christ, that was a bird. That nearly flew into my window. So how do you prepare for a skin allergy test? So there's a few things you can do to prepare before you go to your skin allergy test. This is usually something that will be outlined to you on the appointment letter, but just in case it isn't, the first thing is that it's important to ensure that you don't have any antihistamines for a few days before your skin prick test. This is because it can interfere with the results and may give negative results when otherwise they would be positive. So if you are having a skin prick test to peanuts, and you had some antihistamines the day before, you could be allergic to peanuts, but because you've had the antihistamines, it will come out negative on your arm, so you won't get the skin reaction, which obviously isn't helpful when you are going for a skin prick allergy test. However, if you do have an allergic reaction in the days coming up to your skin prick allergy test, and you need to take antihistamines, then of course you have to do so. But make sure you inform your allergy doctor that you have done this. So depending on the doctor or hospital that you go to, you may be asked to bring your allergens with you as samples for the testing. So some doctors have pre-made solutions of common allergens. So in this case, you wouldn't need to bring any of your allergens with you, but the allergy doctor that I'm currently seeing, for example, doesn't tend to use this method, and he asked me to bring along any food that I suspect that I'm allergic to so that he can do the test using the food itself. It does feel really weird bringing nuts into an allergy clinic, but they do the test in a safe and controlled environment. If I do have a new suspected allergen between allergy appointments, I usually just take that food along and ask my doctor to do a quick skin prick test. If he has time, he always does this. So it's a good idea to do that if you are unsure about any food. It's much safer to have a skin prick allergy test for foods that you are unsure about than taking any unnecessary risks at home. Another thing is to make sure that you're wearing appropriate clothing for your skin prick allergy tests. So by appropriate clothing, I just mean clothing which makes your forearm easily accessible. So a comfy t-shirt like this would be ideal. You don't really want to turn up in a tight long sleeve top with nothing underneath, because it will make your forearm less accessible and make you just generally feel less comfortable throughout the test. So make sure that you wear something comfy and that your forearm is accessible. So now I'm going to go on to what to expect from your food allergy skin prick test. So a skin prick test can be done by either a doctor or a nurse. Usually when I go to my allergy doctor to have this done, he will refer me to the nurse who will actually do the procedure on my forearm, and then he will come back and look at the results about 15 minutes later. So along with any food that they test on your arm, They also administer a histamine sample on your arm and sort of saline solution, I think, as well. So the histamine solution everyone reacts to, and the saline solution is fairly non-allergenic and most people won't react to this. So this is just a control for the test, and they do this on everyone to see how your body reacts to the histamine itself, and also to make sure that your skin isn't reacting to the actual pricking motion itself on the non-allergenic saline. Doing this ensures that you will get a more reliable reading. So if they're using solutions of allergens, they will drop small amounts of it onto your forearm. They will take a small kind of prick instrument and just prick into your arm ever so slightly so that that solution just goes under the surface of your skin. And they take out a new instrument for every single different allergen so that there's no cross-contamination or anything like that between the different allergens. So if they're not using the solution and you're bringing the actual food to the allergy clinic, what they'll do is they'll take that small instrument, dig it into the food and then sort of scratch it into your arm. Just to reassure anyone who hasn't had this done before, it's not invasive and it's not painful at all. It's just, you know, a slight scratch sort of sensation. So once all the various allergens have been applied to your arm, the doctor or the nurse will usually just make a note of what each one is by writing with pen on your arm. You'll then be asked to wait about 15 to 20 minutes and you will start to notice a feeling of itchiness and irritation. So you're very likely to get this on the histamine control anyway. And then if you are allergic to any of the foods that you've been tested on, you'll start to get wheals on the skin and there will be some redness and swelling. It will feel super, super itchy, but definitely try not to itch. As an adult, I haven't struggled with this, but as a child, I remember I would really, you know, feel the need to itch my arm. But it's important that you don't do that. So if you do get this itching, swelling and redness, it indicates that you may be allergic to that food. Then a doctor will usually come and examine the results on your forearm and then draw around any skin wheals. This is to ensure that they're actually getting the true size of the skin wheal before your reaction starts to subside. They may also take out a chart and actually measure the size of the wheals. So for anyone that doesn't know what a skin wheal is, it's basically when you get that allergy bump on your skin. So the theory is the size of it determines how allergic you are to something. So if you've got a large swelling on your skin or a large wheal, it indicates that you are more allergic to it. One thing that I definitely advise is to take some pictures of your arm after the allergy test, just so that you have a visual record as well of how allergic you are to certain things. And just label up what each allergen is. So I'm just going to talk through now the most recent skin prick allergy test that I've had and show you some pictures just so you get an idea. So from the picture on the left, you can see that the allergen labelled P and the allergen labelled GM have both come up with a bump on my skin where I have reacted to those foods. The bottom two, not quite as much. I'd say the third one hasn't really reacted at all, and the fourth one only ever so slightly. And the picture on the right, you can see that for the top two allergens, my skin hasn't really reacted to those, but for the bottom one, there has been somewhat of a reaction. And just for your reference, the plus and minus on my arm is where they put the histamine and the other non-allergenic solution for the control. So I'd say be prepared to spend like at least an hour in the allergy clinic when you're having this done. And I would also point out that skin allergy tests are not always very accurate. So to get a true determination of whether you are allergic to something or not, I would always ask the doctor to follow up with a blood test, which will measure the IgE levels of how allergic you are to certain foods. Once you have finished your allergy test and you are about to leave the office, I would say definitely just go and wash your arm. You don't want to be sat there with allergens on your arm for the whole day. So that's it for this video. I really hope that you found it useful, and if you have any more questions about skin prick allergy tests, make sure to leave them in the comments below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Just to reiterate, these tests are not scary and they aren't painful in any way, so definitely don't be nervous about them. As always, if you did like this video, please make sure to hit like and subscribe. I'll be posting a brand new video every Wednesday evening. Best of luck if you are going for a skin prick allergy test, and stay safe.